Someone asked me to do a video on how my Sunday mornings are structured, just like getting everybody ready, getting everybody to church, and all of that stuff. Right now, we're just coming out of a break where we haven't had to be at church until 10:15, which has been nice because these mornings have been super laid back. We sleep in, we have our coffee in our pajamas, we eat breakfast, and then we slowly get ready, and we still have like 30 minutes, you know. But next week, Sunday school starts back up, and that's starts at 9, so we do have to be out of the house by like 8:35 to give us enough time to get there, check the kids into their Sunday school class, get into our Sunday school class, use bathrooms if we have to, all that stuff. So that's a little harder. So I wake up, well, first on Saturdays I lay out the kids' clothes, I lay out my clothes, I make sure my husband's clothes is ironed. He gets there before us because he's in the music group, so I have to do Sunday mornings alone. So I really have to be prepared because I'm on my own. I got to make sure everything runs smoothly so I can get there in time. So he leaves like around 7:45. And then by that time we're up. I get dressed first. I get up, I get dressed, and then I go and make breakfast. And I try to make something easy and filling. So pancakes are fun. Fun, not the right word. Pancakes are good because they're easy, they're filling. Sometimes I'll put a boiled egg also next to that. Juice plus shakes are really good because they're filling, and I can just do a little trail mix on the side or a boiled egg, and we can actually have that like leaving the house if we need to. So yeah, I set my alarm for 7. I get up, I get dressed, I go to the kitchen and get breakfast going. I feed the kids. Once they're fed, I take them to the bathroom. I clean them up, take them to their room, watch as they obey fast and get dressed because there's no time for, hey, go get dressed, and then come back and they haven't even started. Hey, I said to get dressed. It's Sunday morning. We need to get dressed right when I say it. So I take them to the bathroom, clean them up, take them to the room, make sure they get dressed, and then everybody's ready. And I have a bag. My little one has Sunday school and then nursery. My older one has Sunday school, and then he comes to the big sanctuary with us. So I have a bag set up for him with like a notebook, a few books, and like this big Bible doodle book and a couple of highlighters because he loves highlighters, his Bible, and a couple of pencils. And I just bring that. It's always in the car so that I never can forget it. Sometimes I'll switch the books out if I remember, but even if I don't, once a week looking at the same books he's not going to get tired of it. And so I always have that in the car. And so when we leave for Sunday, it's with us. And then when we get there, I hold on to that until he comes to big church with us. We check the kids in, drop them off. They go to their Sunday school. We go to our Sunday school. And then right after Sunday school, there's like a 20-minute time where we can talk to friends, pick our seats, fellowship, catch up with people. So we'll go pick them up from their classes and then go to the big sanctuary and we just talk. And I'm not really, this is what the person was asking, like, what do you do with your kids? Everybody's different. Like every family is going to be different. And I think once you start comparing your kids and your family to other families, that's dangerous. You just need to decide what you want and how you want your children to behave at church and then make it happen. So for me, I'm not really uptight about you have to sit still and not make a sound. Like there's kids all over the place. They're all friends. I let them go over there and walk and talk, you know, but I make sure that they understand they're not allowed to run. They're not allowed to wrestle. They're not allowed to stand on the seats. They're not allowed to pull clothes. They can't be too loud in the sanctuary. And so they're really good about it because they've been instructed and told and trained, and if they disobey, there's discipline, you know. So that's what I do with them before church. Then we sit when the service starts, and the little one stays with us through all the music. And then when the offering is being picked up, that's when parents walk their kids back to the nursery class. And so my little one goes, my husband takes him, and I stay with our older son, and he stays with us the whole service. And I wait until the sermon actually starts to give him his books and stuff like that. So he participates with us in the scripture reading and the prayer and the music. And then, you know, standing, looking forward, all of that. Just trying to really train him in those ways. Because once the little one's with us in October, when he turns 5, I need my older one to know the drill, you know? Then after church, I just let them run around. Honestly, they're not allowed to run, but they can walk around, go find their daddy. I go pick up my younger son, and we have a prayer room where all the kids go and run. I mean, they call it the running room. It's called the prayer room, but they call it the running room because it's just chairs and then all this space to run. And so we just let them run. And today I just stood there watching them run everywhere like crazy. And they just know that while they're in there, they can't wrestle, they can't pull each other's clothes, and they can't run on the seats. They can only run on the floor, and they can just like play and laugh and stuff, but they can't wrestle. Some of the other kids wrestle, but that's them. I'm not going to tell them, you know, if their parents don't want them to wrestle, they'll make those rules. I'm not going to let my kids wrestle. So that's pretty much what we do. And I mean, you have your families that don't let their kids in there, that make them stand right next to them holding hands the whole time. Fine, that's great. I'm not going to say they're wrong or right. That's what they want. That's what they want. And that's right for them. For me, I don't mind if my kids want to go run. Cool. Other families let their kids wrestle. Fine. Not for me. I'm not going to let my kids wrestle at church. In fact, I don't let my kids wrestle with friends, period. I let them wrestle with each other at home and with daddy at home. So that's how our Sunday mornings look. I understand that it can be stressful. I would advise planning ahead as much as possible, but getting clothes picked out, having whatever you need to take ready and organized and like in the car if you can beforehand. Minimize what you take. You know, you don't need to take everything with you. I mean, all you really need is a Bible. If you have a baby, then their baby bag with diapers, and if they need a bottle or if you need a nurse, just, you know, go back to nursery and nurse them. And yeah, just plan ahead as much as you can. Have an easy breakfast planned, and maybe get up first and get dressed first. Because once you're ready, then it's easy to just like do everything else. But if you're trying to do everything else and you're not ready yet, whew, horrible. So if you need to get up earlier, get up earlier, you know. If you need to go to bed earlier Saturday, go to bed earlier Saturday. If you need to make sure the kids are in bed early Saturday, get them in bed early Saturday. And that's what I would say. It's hard though, I know, and it does get easier as the kids get more. I don't know how many you have or what their ages are, and it's going to depend, you know, on all of that, because that does add stress and make it harder. But as the kids get older, it gets easier because they can do stuff for themselves. They're more self-capable. I can't think of the word. It's Sunday. So anyway, I just thought I'd answer that for you, and I hope that helps. And yeah, thanks for asking. Have a good day.